naked ladies.
Too much something, but not enough space. Alright, moving you down here.
I'm pretty sure the first thing that you just recorded was me saying.
Give it all you got and just have fun. Don't be a fuckboy and love everyone.
What's going on, guys? This is the first episode of Dota Pub Crawl. I'm Pony, and this fantastic human running the camera right now is Braydo Gaming.
Just Braydo is fine.
What, just Braydo?
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
We're gonna start doing a series of replay analysis for average MMR players. We both started. I started at 800 MMR, and I think right now I'm sitting at 3100. And where are you at right now, dude?
I am at 3.4-ish.
I was up there for a minute. But yeah, I don't know. We kind of just wanted to do a video series where we kind of took a step back and looked at our play with the help of a third party, because usually when I look at my replays, I get kind of sucked into. I just start thinking the exact same way that I thought while I was playing, and I don't think that's the most helpful thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't ever watch my replays. Like, I can
Okay.
probably count on one hand how many I've watched. Unless I do really good, then I'm like, yeah, I want to watch that, see how well I did.
You're at 3.4 right now. Where did you start out?
I started out at like 600, which is really low.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Are you like, do you ever look at your Dota buff and like the solo MMR trend, just like that graph?
I do sometimes like to look at
I
that.
just sit there and
I don't really remember
it's
it.
very
Like,
satisfying.
it's just all of a sudden I'm 3.4k, and somewhere in there I played through 2k and through 1k, and you know, maybe hopefully through 3k. So.
All right, so in this game, this is gonna be me playing a Rubick. I don't play Rubick all the time. I tend to play.
We can tell for sure. Anyway.
Okay, cool. I tend to play 4 and 5 in the vast majority of my games, mostly because when I learned, the guy who kind of taught me plays 1 and 2 mostly, so I was kind of stuck in that support role. And
who is that taught you?
It is Jack Bender.
Okay.
I think his Steam name right now is Slightly Older Chicken, which is hilarious.
He's
Anyways, yeah, and you play mostly mid, right? Well, in the games that we play together, I think that you're best in the mid position.
yeah, I play mostly mid. I didn't used to. That's just something I've been doing for a while now. Is just swapping over there. I used to be like you and just play 4 and 5 and stuff because no one else would. But
I think that's also really helpful. Like when we move on to your replays too, it's kind of helpful to get that opinion from somebody who plays maybe the opposite of. We just keep it like. There you go. Yeah, it's helpful to get the opinion of somebody who like is familiar with your position, but maybe can bring you kind of an outside perspective or opinion.
yeah, for sure, definitely.
Okay.
Cause
You want to get this show on the road?
yeah, let's get it started. So we
should
can
hit that eyeball in the top right corner to get rid of the
eyeball. Oh, to get yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
I
Okay.
guess you're thinking about what you're buying here.
Yeah. So let's see. I go obviously courier ward. Similarities. My plan was to get started out like. All right. So Ogre and AM were in a party together, and they kind of requested to go into the top lane. And so I was stuck with the Dusa, and she was either going to be okay. The obvious comp for the other team to me looked like Slark safe lane, Invoker mid, and maybe like a support Lino or Clockwork and Sniper in the off lane and something like that. So that's what I was playing for, and I was playing to kind of like use the Fade Bolt as a harass tool, because Medusa like naturally is going to push up that lane and just to kind of keep like I don't have to worry about hurting the lane too much because she's gonna do it anyways. And I didn't really consider how much mana the Fade Bolt is because at level 1 it's still pretty hefty, and yeah.
So she was just like auto attacking it and throwing out her spells and stuff.
Yeah,
not
exactly. So if you check it out there, like I grabbed the Fade Bolt first, and I think might have been able to grab Lift first and work for that rune. But well, I don't know. Do you think I made? I think I made.
I've never gotten Fade Bolt first. It's 75 damage. I guess it reduces their damage, but it's really not very good.
How much mana do you get from a clarity?
It's like 190 over
so that's
50
like
seconds.
That's really like 1.5 Fade Bolt.
Yeah, for 75, like 75 damage is a couple right clicks, which are free. Like they don't cost any mana.
Clicks, yeah.
And she's not really pushing it, I wouldn't say. Okay, looks like now she is.
I think she is.
She is. Just a little bit, and it's enough to move it forward, unfortunately. So you come around here, you throw that out.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at my
It's okay. And then now you could maybe pull 123-ish to the right, and then you can rely on right clicks instead of the Fade Bolt to do damage.
I think that's my main mistake. At first is relying on the Fade Bolt to harass. I mean, Rubick has like a good bit of mana starting out. 410's not bad, but after 2 Fade Bolts, I'm like already down to half. You know.
Yeah, you only get what? Not even. You get 3. And
yeah, so I think I could have like pulled the large camp and then moved to, or stack the large camp to pull it and then move to the top or the bot rune, which I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and you don't even have to stack it necessarily. You can still just pull it in there.
So this game is kind of like classic low 3K game where I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I kind of got a glimpse of that invoker that
I
was in the jungle.
Nice. Nice arrow.
Lucky arrow by Marana, and I think we get the kill here.
Yeah, it looks like
yeah,
looks like you should.
Yeah, she follows him into the trees there.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was nice.
That was a nice little pickup, and the DD helped a little bit, and just like I think I do pretty well usually at like moving around and creating those like gank opportunities.
Yeah. Oh, right there, it was kind of started off with the arrow, and then you're able to just kind of get help with a little bit of extra damage, and now you're level 3, and you haven't like sapped anyone's experience, really. Maybe the Medusa's a little bit, but other than that, you know, you're getting your
I try
levels.
to stay out of the lane a bit. This pause didn't last very long.
Yeah, that's good. And then you roam up here as well. I'm assuming they don't have any wards anywhere. Otherwise,
you kind of have like that is the assumption that I live in.
Yeah.
So here, like, this is another easy kill.
right. Lane's in a good spot. You can easily come in and get the kill. So they did that right, at least in this lane, was keeping the lane up there.
I like bro move, the healing salve on
Yeah,
Jesus.
there you go. There you go.
Salves, just salves for Jesus.
Salves for Jesus.
I think that another thing that I suffered from in this game a lot is just being unsure of where I wanted to go. So I kind of moved for this. I'm
Oh,
so that I can grab wards and shit.
I lost you there for a second.
You got me back.
Yep, got you back. Got you back.
Cool. So I knew that I wanted to move for that rune, but I did it a little bit too early. So just like maximizing my efficiency by maybe staying in the lane a little bit longer and grabbing some XP, because as the game moves on, actually, like, I'm pretty starved for experience. I don't think this gank goes off as well.
No, this is not a good idea, I don't think.
Yeah. I think my idea, if you want to pause it for a second, like go to the mid. I came in through the river, which was kind of a mistake. And I could have came up like
around here.
Around there, or even on our side would have been a little bit safer, you know?
Yeah.
And I just like river is kind of like worst case scenario, it seems like, because what are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, you might have had the damage with if the Mirana gets a Star Storm and if you right clicks and you get your spells with right clicks.
Yeah. Can
To
you
actually
can you
kill him.
rewind like 10 seconds? Just look at it.
Yeah. So here you are, you've
A little more.
run. There
I
you
just
go.
want to see like where I come up.
So she just immediately leaps, which is, you know, if you just hold it, then you can leap after the pounce is complete.
Yeah. So my idea was I kind of like walked up to his side of the high ground, but walked back.
Yeah. And
It looked like she was getting gone on.
I mean, if she had the mana for Starstorm, then you may have been able to actually sort of deal enough damage for him to either use
Look
his
at that.
salve or whatnot. Yeah, it looks
There
like
it is, baby. 3K. The 3K.
the offlane Medusa wants to be left alone.
Yeah, those were legitimately. I think there's a little bit of confusion with people from different backgrounds, like or different. I don't know. Some people think that like the X ping means go away, and some people think it means attack. But I'm pretty like this Medusa was talking to me in team chat and saying go away. So
Yeah, generally it means to go like run or whatever, get out of there.
do not be here.
Yeah. But sometimes people just kind of use whatever on to do whatever. So you place a ward right there.
Yeah, I was like kind of frustrated that the Medusa didn't want me there, especially because she just died to the sniper like solo, which maybe
Here
shouldn't
comes another
happen.
gank.
Yeah, let's see.
This should be a success.
Okay, so
Okay, he's got ult. Never mind.
yep, pretty bad. And then I stick around too long.
He's,
That essence
yeah.
shift, pause it for a second.
Oh.
Go and then go to Slark. I think Slark like. Yeah,
What the
he's
hell?
maxed. He's maxed essence.
Oh
shift,
yeah, he
which I
did.
Did not expect
Why?
whatsoever. But I mean, it worked. It's working for him. Like he doesn't really have to. If the arrows aren't good enough, then he doesn't really need the dark pact to prove it.
Right. I didn't even realize he didn't have Dark Pact.
I noticed the essence shift as soon as he did like he killed like 3/4 of my health by just hitting me.
So the only actual change is with how long it lasts. So he's able to just kind of hit on Mirana a little here and there, and then come back later with some serious damage.
He's got 12 right now, which is pretty insane. Like
Yeah.
doing 126 damage to whoever he wants.
He's stealing 36 agility.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Which also boosts your armor too. So he's sitting at like 12. He's sitting at 12 armor, which that's hard for Rubick to deal with without
Yeah.
like any kind of spells. So this kind of comes back to like, so I left the bottom lane because I was being indecisive and like unsure of where I wanted to go. And then I ended up not getting anything from it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think I could have done to create an opportunity?
Well, I looked about this a little bit, and my main thing was, finding the invoker.
The jungle invoker, which I kind of got a glimpse of earlier.
Yeah, he's very low HP. It's an easy kill if you just walk in there basically, and don't walk exactly like that maybe
Yeah.
around, but maybe a ward instead of there, like here or here.
Yeah. So if I know
Or
there's a
back
dude in the
here.
jungle, like ward
Yeah.
accordingly.
I mean, sometimes you just don't even you don't even realize there's an invoker in the game, and so you don't think, oh, he's jungling. So
It definitely wasn't what I was focused on.
yeah. And another thing, obviously, is ganks. The mid gank. I mean, it worked one time. It could work, and then the pulling at the bottom, screw what she says. She wants you
Yeah.
to do.
I should have been more patient and
But I don't think you're in
disciplined
a.
with just muting somebody who doesn't want me to be there.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you're doing terrible on levels. It's about 6 minutes. You're level 4.5.
Right, but that comes from the kill and the assists.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the only places you have to get those levels.
Mirana's a dick, and she comes down to get this fucking rune, even though I'm sitting on top of it.
Why is she a dick? She has.
Why doesn't she just go get the top one? She moved.
Oh.
I was waiting there for a while.
It's probably not safe for her. She probably feels that okay, this isn't safe either though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure no, she didn't leap. Okay, she just died too fast.
Also, leap is if you are pounced, then leap doesn't work.
Yeah, I was just seeing if she just used it wrong again, incorrectly, like instead of waiting.
So this game, like,
Looks like
Slark gets super out of control. And it's a game where I think most of the time, if you believe that you deserve to be in a higher MMR, then you should go about your games like blaming yourself for the loss. Or at least like after you lose, considering like, okay, what can I do? What could I have done to do better?
yeah. I mean, even if you don't feel like it was your fault, there's always something you can do better.
Right, and this was one of those games where at the end I felt like I did really good. That was
just that was almost good.
Yeah.
But he's fine.
That would have been a kill for sure.
Like there's just another example where you just don't have the damage. All you have is Fade Bolt, which it does horrible damage.
Yeah.
150.
It's not horrible. If 150
I mean,
good.
yeah, I guess it's okay. I don't know.
I mean, compared to my right clicks right now.
And your right clicks are also bad.
Yeah. So I left a little bit too early here for the rune again. I'm just like unsure where to go, because like Slark, I know Medusa doesn't want me there. Slark, like trying to do anything against Slark makes me feel like I can't do anything, and then
yeah, you've got 2 stuns, 1 unreliable. I'm assuming he's got Dark Pact for now. He does.
2 stun. I don't have any stuns. Look at that. Look, does
Yeah,
he
at
have
that
Dark
point.
Pact? I don't think he has Dark Pact yet.
Wait, shit. He doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get this kill too.
Yep.
So this is just an example of surprise max essence shift that very few people do.
I honestly think that the damage is fine. Like we can put the damage, or sorry, we can like live through his damage with enough time to kill him. But that armor is what we look like.
Yeah.
You need to like understand that that armor is a pretty big deal. I'm back up and alive too. If you want to, like, I think I'm doing shit up top. You should rewind.
Yeah,
it
looks like you're going.
This is a point that I had in my notes that like maybe I stood. Actually, do you want to watch this in the Clockworks perspective? Because I think I'm trying to like move on a gank here, and you're all over the place. Are you watching?
I am. Hold on. Let me just. All right. Here's Clockworks. Are you talking about right here?
Jitters.
Are you talking about? Oh, he's already really low and scared and wants to get out of here anyway.
Yeah, and I'm moving in from like the jungle, the dire jungle, trying to set up something with the anti.
Okay. For a moment, just like
he saw me,
and there you running down.
I am again, yeah.
So he just runs away.
So I needed to wait, like, I don't know. We have a fucking ogre there too, and he could have thrown something in, but he didn't.
Yeah, there's also the chance that he was gonna do that anyway, like walk away at that point. I mean, he's pretty low, but he's sticking around for some
I think
reason.
we still get this kill, but like I think once again
that's just because he's bad. They're both bad.
Everybody's bad, dude. Everybody's pretty bad. 1, 2, 3 hits from the tower. 4, 5.
So here we go. We're down the tower on the clockwork.
Yeah.
Looks like you are gonna kill him, so that's good. So it didn't matter that you were seen or that they were low.
I mean, but it could have, right?
Right, yes. Usually it would, and you would want to either smoke or just make sure you walk in like even walking like all through there, which is a little, like when the creeps aren't there, it's kinda, you can't really do it, but once the creeps get like to a tower or something, you can always walk through there as well.
Right. I think the overarching story for this game is that like I was frustrated by the Medusa, and our team composition was wonky, and I didn't know, like, I just felt very unuseful.
Yeah.
Here it is. Wait, drumroll. Here it is, baby. Just a million.
This is the
real reason why I
okay.
picked
This is an
Bait,
okay
bait,
play.
bait.
This is an okay play.
Got him.
And now he's trapped forever.
Yeah.
And you can come back later and kill him. You're pinging her out. Get out of there.
Fuck out. He's gonna fucking jump down in 2 seconds.
Oh, he is just like terrorizing your whole team at this point.
Yeah, this is the rest of the game. And I think this might be an early, like, we definitely don't have to watch this entire game, because, long story short, like, Slark totally runs away with this, and we don't have anything to deal with it, because, you know, Deuce has, I think, a ring and boots.
Yeah, Deuce is not doing well. Like, Anti-Mage did fine, but, like, Anti-Mage is not ready to fight right now.
Yeah, he grabbed the, I don't know, he grabbed the Vanguard first, which is not doing.
Yeah, that's maybe not the play. I'm not a fan of that.
Die here
Myself.
too, because Essence Shift is a pretty good
Yeah,
ability.
that, and he just dark packed off the Medusa ult a second ago.
Yeah, I think that because Dota is such a mental game, like I fell into that pit of feeling like I was a little bit useless, and then that kind of spiraled into me making these decisions, like just moving to the rune too soon, or moving on the clockwork too soon. I don't know, shit like that. And also the indecisiveness moves me out of the lane a lot, and I miss a lot of XP, so I'm still like,
yeah, you're 5. You were 4.5 at 6 minutes.
Sorry, 6 minutes, excuse me.
And 6 minutes later, you're 5. Like, somewhere in there, you did not do anything in terms of getting any levels.
Yep.
So-
I don't know, man. I think I should have just muted the Dusa and stayed in the bot lane, and maybe did either a smoke rotation or a TP rotation instead of just walking everywhere.
Yeah, and it seemed like the Morana ganks they could have worked out. Like, if you lift, you get an arrow.
Sure, I
Then-
think one arrow, like the lift into the arrow where she missed, was unfortunate.
Yeah, I can understand missing that though.
It's fairly difficult.
short.
It's short, and she has to kind of predict where I am going to drop him.
Yeah, it just seemed like you just kind of ran in there, lifted, and she just kind of arrowed on her own without any sort of communication about what was happening.
Yeah, so I stole
Essence Shift, which kind of.
no, Dark Pacts.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant.
I was trying to get Pounce, and I think.
Oh, there you got a kill. That's what, 745 gold. That's pretty good. You got Arcanes and you're level 7, so I would say things turned out okay there.
Things turned out okay. I moved to the mid to kind of catch up a bit.
Yeah, you'd miss some last hits there.
Well, we don't have to talk about those.
Oh, I miss last hits all the time. Oh, hopefully she doesn't have ult.
I think I moved back. Okay, so I think having Dragon Slave on Rubick is really useful, because you can just burst down. All of a sudden, you can burst down a lane if you have the mana for it.
Yep.
And just take that farm, which I kind
Ooh.
of.
There's some good
I don't
spells.
think this is a good. Yep.
Oh,
there it is.
buddy.
There's some pretty good spells. So I picked Rubick. I actually last picked Rubick because I thought that. I mean, I made the.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That
Good
happened.
old Dota. Good old.
That happened.
Dota.
This is how she's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. I was afraid of the Invoker first and foremost, and less the Slark. And I think that so Lena does a lot of spell damage, also, and Rubick's passive when stacked with the AM's passive would have been really nice. But if you see, I didn't
It's
max
level
the
1.
passive. Yeah, I didn't max
Yeah.
because I don't know where the fuck Invoker is the entire game.
Yeah, he's jungling.
So that's pretty much the story of the rest of the game.
Yeah, right there. For everyone, not even just you. That's for everyone. And he gets it.
Too. I think like this is a good.
What?
Or you could just watch somebody else while we talk about my items, because right now I
Okay.
just have the Ring of Regen and my
Right.
boots. When I could have, like, when we were talking about this game earlier, I could have bought
Right.
some sentries, and I think maybe just buying sentries. So right there, I TP to the bot lane because like we're losing it.
Yeah.
And we may like you're just like letting Slark push as much as he wants. But I maybe should have let that go and just.
Yeah, it looks like the creep wave's catching up.
As a support, I think you need to put your eggs in a basket, and I needed to, like maybe this game, put my eggs in the anti-mage basket, because what else am I gonna do? You know, like I don't know.
I can see that, but I also think you should not just say I'm gonna pull, I'm gonna stay here and pull, or I'm gonna stay here and
well, at
do
this point, like the Medusa's going nowhere fast, and
yeah.
every time that I go and try and make something happen by, or like protect the tower or not make something happen, like I think we could easily, me and Mirana could easily make a few things happen and at least give Anti-Mage the space or give him the opportunity to farm and contest the Slark. Because when he gets a Basher, it's pretty good against Slark, but
yeah. And even like
we need a support. Can you do it?
what? And I don't even know. Oh my gosh.
Start it over.
I'm not gonna answer that right now. I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. All right, what were you saying? You were talking about.
putting my
Okay,
eggs in
right. Putting the eggs in a basket, ogre. I was just gonna say that you and ogre can do something. I'm pretty sure you went level.
Mirana still does a shit ton of damage. We're just like.
Yeah, I'm talking about like not like instantly. Level 1, you and ogre, or level 2, whatever. You and ogre can make things happen. He can use his W. They're slowed. I mean, it just kind of depends on where they are. If they're behind the tower, then can't. That's why I have to keep all the lanes like
I think
in a good spot.
I will say that I think I win a lot. Or when I do win, a lot of the time it's because I communicate well and I like get people communicating.
That's good.
But this game I was actually on a pretty steep losing streak.
So you were frustrated. I noticed that you play, you don't stop. You just keep going and going and going. And I don't know if.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, if you're happy to play, then it's whatever. But if you're just like hating yourself the whole time, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this going on an ogre. This is kind of funny.
Yeah. We can just watch this play out. Well,
Yeah.
it didn't take long.
They missed like 5 spells, but it didn't even matter. Cause you guys are mid dealing with him because when you could have bought something, you bought the Ring of Regen instead of
Yep.
these things right here.
Yep. I was way late on those.
Which, you know, it's understandable. I usually don't try to buy a Ring of Regen. I usually either try to buy the Staff of Wizardry. I mean, I guess if you're about to die, you can buy out.
Which I don't think that I did there. I was just like
okay.
frustrated. It's just like the color of frustration, you know, like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna like say this over and over again until my face turns blue, but it's everything from the Medusa to like not doing any damage to the Slark and just like not understanding how little Fade Bolt was gonna do. Look at this Slark, dude. This Slark is so big.
And
He's so big, like not by his items either. His items are pretty good for 20 minutes. His items are really good for 20 minutes, but that essence shift is insane, dude.
yeah, and at this point he's got maxed everything, so.
That's as much armor as like a Shiva is just by hitting guys.
Okay, he's upset.
Good old 3K Dota every
I think
day.
that's everywhere Dota right there. Somebody's pissed.
Yeah.
I'd rather have bad people than mad people any day. So.
Absolutely. Because when you're mad, when you're mad, you play bad.
But it looks
You know,
like the Medusa was mad and bad, so that's like the worst combination. I mean, off-lane Medusa just doesn't work. I mean, but in this level, sometimes the off-lane is basically the safe lane when it's all dual lanes.
Sure.
But here, it really wasn't.
Alright. I don't think anything else happens in this fucking video.
Yeah, there's
I
nothing.
I think we just die a million more times to the
Yeah.
Slark. Wait, let's watch another Slark Ultra Kill. Oop! What a noob! Look at this.
Watch this. Anti-mage
Jesus.
wants to fight.
Bonk.
Clockwork.
That was a clockwork skill, but it should have been Slark. Keep up with the camera, please.
I'm watching the clockwork.
Look at that double fucking
I want to see if he hooked.
2-shot
Come
from the fucking Slark. That should
And
be
Medusa's
a kill.
definitely dead.
I
I feel like everyone's kind of just waiting for this to be
Look
over.
at that, dude. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Alright, we can stop there. I mean, I don't make you wait for 4 people to respawn. Like, the game is over, right?
Yeah,
one of
it
those-
is.
It's one of those situations where, like, somebody on my team, usually when somebody on my team types GG, like, I'm the person to be like, we got this, don't give up. But this time I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I try to be that person too. It doesn't always happen, but you know,
Do you want to pause and like,
do what you can. A
quick-
quick outro.
Yeah, go back to my character view, because it's pretty cool. I got pretty cool hats.
Here we are. Rubick's getting ready to go to
Ooh,
the
that's
fight.
That's my little trophy too. You can put
Oh,
him right,
nice.
You can put him right between Dazzle's legs right now.
You're creeping up. You're creeping on through. You got your knees bent.
This is what.
This is quality
these
stuff.
videos- Yeah, absolutely.
This is quality stuff.
So what do you think? What
You
do you
got your
think, like,
4-staff
overall?
recipe.
How could I have won this game?
How could
Shut
you
up.
have won?
A recipe.
Yeah. Okay. How could you have won this game? That's a great. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like last pick Rubick.
Let me ask. Let me just say that I want this video series to be the motto of this video series to be every game is winnable.
Okay. Okay.
Because
I can.
especially
Yes.
at,
Okay.
at our MMR.
So we're looking at like from the beginning of this game. I think you could have like stayed with the Medusa a bit, pulled. You could have potentially killed the sniper and the invoker if you brought in an ogre, or if you pulled the lane and kept it towards the Medusa. Maybe told her, you know, keep the lane close to the tower or whatever.
Okay, I don't think I could have talked to the Medusa very
Okay,
much.
alright, we'll just consider that out. Then you can pull, you can go kill the invoker, find the invoker. Maybe you don't kill him, you find him. You stand next to him, you get his levels or whatever. You keep,
Or
you get a ward
put
out
a
there.
ward, yeah, put
Right.
a ward, like force him to buy observers, because that Lena wasn't too much of a support, and even if I forced 200 gold out of a Lena, that's pretty good.
Yeah. You can always, you rotated to the clockwork and Lena lane, you can do that. Then after that gank works out, maybe you take Ogre and you're like, Ogre, hey, let's go to kill Slark or Sniper in the bottom lane with the smoke.
What do you think about just staying in the anti-mage lane and making sure that he does... I mean, he was doing fine. Like, that was the thing that made me feel weird, was like, I don't have much to do, because anti-mage honestly was doing okay. Like, the Vanguard at 12 or 13 minutes wasn't bad, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think he did fine. And you there, I don't know what you're gonna accomplish there. It looked like Ogre was pulling a little bit. Usually there's someone that's harassing an offlaner and there's someone pulling, but there it was Lena Clockwork versus Ogre anti-mage. I think what you did there was okay, just roaming in, not sticking around, but
I think I
roaming in
could
to
have.
help with the kill.
I think the most, or the biggest thing I could have done differently is like kind of plan ahead of what I wanted to do.
For
Because
sure.
you saw like a bunch of times I would move to the rune at like 30 seconds before it would spawn or something, and then I'm just like sitting on my hands until it showed up, and then like that gave time for Slark to show up, and it's just like shit, like buying the Ring of Regen was definitely a thing that I did because I wasn't sure of what I wanted to do, and I was so frustrated that like with my losing streak, but also with this game, that I didn't really like. I could have been thinking like, okay, I'm going to stay here, get a little bit of experience, stack, then grab the rune, instead of just saying like I guess I will go to the rune now.
Yeah, and like you bought the Ring of Regen, you're thinking, okay, whatever, I'll get a Ring of Regen, and then I'll get wards or whatever later. But it led to multiple kills mid. We didn't really see them there, but it led to multiple kills mid that could have been prevented, I think, unless, you know, who knows what your teammates would have done.
Sure.
But thinking about like what you're gonna do next is really important. It's something I never do. I just kind of do whatever in the moment. I'm just kind of here, I'm there, I'm everywhere.
You just play with the heart of the cards.
Right. Yeah. And when you're mid, like it doesn't matter that much. Mid, I'm farm. If I see them diving, if I see a kill opportunity, I go to it. Otherwise, I'm staying mid and farming.
Yeah, it should
With
really
support.
be my responsibility to think a couple steps ahead. And like, if you are the mid, then I want to ask you or like tell you what is going on and like maybe present you with a kill opportunity that you might not otherwise see. Like a kill opportunity where, like they might not seem out of position on the mini map, but in reality, you could easily just walk down and get a kill. Like situations like that.
Yeah,
I think the Mirana could have rotated more, but maybe it's a little bit. Or maybe I need to take on the responsibility of like letting her know where to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool, dude. I think that's a pretty good place to stop. It's not going to be the longest video, and we can kind of trim off some of the bullshit sections.
There's a lot of bullshit sections.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, whatever. Like, bullshit's fun to listen to. Sorry if there's like a lot of the action is spread out and kind of like move the camera around to give people something to look at. But yeah, dude.
I'm actually trying. Oh, okay, there we go. This was our first one, so if it looks like a first one, then you know that it is. We're probably gonna have some more maybe with some of my games. I haven't played here lately, but
I really like the idea of this YouTube channel or like this series of videos being a place where people from different communities contribute to it, and I like the prospect of maybe having some people from different Dota podcasts or like maybe a different Dota YouTube channel come on and just watch their replays and have a conversation about how do you win and how do you win these games.
Yeah, for sure, like us two or whatever, and then that person in their replays, maybe we can get dreams from
good old Josh.
We Like Dota on here at some point.
Yeah, and I think well, some of the art all of the art that we're using on our channel is from people who just like let us use it, and I think we're gonna use music from people who let us use it. And if you guys are watching this and you'd like to contribute in any way or maybe contribute a replay, I think that would be really cool, and so we get a good variety of like people helping us create this cool thing.
For sure, because you've gotten some really good like images for the channel and put that in. It looks really nice. Most of the stuff that I've done in the past has not had good images, so it's nice to have a change there and be a little more like professional and presentable.
You might even say it's not so great. That's my little Nazi joke.
Okay.
Anyways,
that was horrible. That was the worst. Like, that doesn't even make a Nazi sound. Okay.
Right.
We are not Nazis, and that is going to be the end of this video. So thank you for watching, whatever this is.